Hello everyone, welcome to Learning Club. Before starting the video, don't forget to subscribe our channel if you are first time watching the video. So let's start our video without any delay. The topic of today video is measure of central tendency, which is the one side of descriptive statistics. As we have seen in our previous video that there are some methods, graphical methods, which are used to describe data. But those methods can only show the similarity between the frequency distribution of the observed sample and the theoretical distribution of the population. But it does not show the degree of similarity. Sometimes it also required to make comparison between two or more distribution. To achieve this end, we would use the sample data and calculate the set of quantitative measures which convey to the statistician a better mental picture of frequency distribution. These quantities measures are helpful in making inferences concerning a population involved in statistical inquiry. So the first question which emerged in our mind, that what is the measure of central tendency? In order to answer this question, suppose that we have n values x1, x2, x3 and so on, xn of a variable x, then the tendency of values to concentrate at the center is called center tendency, and any measure indicating the center of their distribution is called the measure of central tendency. The best way to calculate or describe the measure of central tendency is to calculate average. So the next question which emerged in our mind, that what is an average? An average is a single value that summarize the data. Such a value representing the whole data must be the value around which the observation have tendency to concentrate. Remember in mind, our main topic is measure of central tendency. So when we calculate an average, it should be the value around which the observation have tendency to concentrate. That is, it is the central value about which all the data is distributed. Also, this measure is the first characteristics of this measure is the first value, is the first characteristics of the data which is of interest in the distribution. So what is the important purpose of average, that which we are very keen to calculate the average for measure of central tendency? So here average serves two important purposes, which are: number one, no doubt a frequency distribution reduces the data into 8 to 25 classes, but an average further reduces the data into one value. As we have seen in our graphical representation video, that there are some data in which we have frequency distribution data, but when we calculate average from that data, it will only comes out to be the one value, one figure which describe the whole data. Number two, it also describe indirectly with some accuracy about the population from which the sample is drawn. No, another important purpose, that we can say anything on the basis of sample average about the population. In other words, I want to say that we can say anything about the population on the basis of calculation or calculating average from the sample. So what is the basic properties of an average? That it should be considered as one of the best measure of central tendency. So it should be rigidly defined, means it should be have a simple definition, that a layman can easily understand. Though a statistics can understand easily, but the main purpose of this center tendency is to that a layman can also understand this value. It should be easy to calculate and simple to understand. Yes, it should be. It should be based on all observation. Remember, if an average is not based on all the observation, then it is not a good average. So it is not effectively indicating the measure of center tendency. Next, it should be capable of further mathematical treatment. So change in scale, change in ratio, scale, and origin will not affect on average. This property basically saying that it should not be affected by the extreme values. Another important property of an average, that if extreme values includes in the data, then the center tendency, these extreme values will force center tendency to towards themselves, to come towards themselves. So then in other words, when there are extreme values in the data, the average cannot effectively indicate the measure of center tendency, or you can say that it is not a good measure of center tendency. What are various types of average which are indicating measure of center tendency? Number one, we have arithmetic mean, which is usually denoted as AM. We have median, mode, geometric mean, and harmonic mean. These are basic five types of average which are used to calculate the measure of center tendency. In our next video, we will discuss these five types one by one. So if you have any question about these measure of center tendency or average, just comment us below and ask us to ask questions, so that we can make videos about that topic. The next video will be about how to calculate arithmetic mean or simple mean, the first type of average which is used to indicate the measure of center tendency. Hope we will discuss the definition of arithmetic mean, the formula, the various examples, and merits and demerits, or that properties which actually affect that arithmetic mean or simple mean to be the effective measure for certain tendency. Thank you.